Thank you for having me here today at the beach here in Los Angeles. One of my favorite venues. I never go to the beach. I lived in Los Angeles for 25 years. I've been to this beach once, and it's today. So I always have these dreams that someday I'll move to, I don't know, another country or something like that and live on the beach, maybe cracking open coconuts, eating papayas. But the fact is, I don't like papaya. It's disgusting. And I don't like to eat fish. I don't really like the beach. I don't like any of it. So what am I doing? So when I was a kid, I saw the movie Jaws. Jaws is the most terrifying movie ever made. I could not go into the ocean after that. I could not swim in a lake. I couldn't take a bath. I could not sit on a toilet. I was afraid the shark would just come blasting up through the pipes. I think that Spielberg did a terrible disservice to sharks, though, when he made that movie. You know how many people are killed by sharks every year? 7. Sometimes 9. You know how many sharks are killed by humans every year? 100 million. Yes, 100 million sharks. And you know why? For shark fin soup. How about we just don't eat shark fin soup? How about that? 100 million. You should see the Sharks movies. Terrifying. And then the most violent movie ever made was Star Wars, because they blew up an entire planet. The only reason that we don't think it's a scary movie is because the acting was so bad. They brought Princess Leia in. She had the 2 cinnamon rolls on either side of her head. And they're like, "We're gonna blow up your entire planet." And she's like, "No, no, Alderaan is a peaceful people." "You may fire when ready." And they blew up her entire planet. And she's like, I mean, can you imagine if Meryl Streep played that part? They'd be like, "We're gonna blow up your entire planet." She'd be like, "No, you're not." She pulled out a lightsaber. She'd rip off Darth Vader's helmet and shit down his neck. And if they managed to blow up her entire planet, she would have personalized it. She'd be like, "Oh my God, they blew up all the sharks. They blew up all the capybaras." The screams would be incredible, and she'd be tearing or rending her garments. It'd be biblical. The Darth Vader ate my baby. I'm in a lot of debt. I just love credit cards. They give you so much disposable income. If you rack up enough debt, all of your income is disposed of. And you know, I rationalize it because I'm like, you know, rich people are in debt, the government's in debt. I should be in debt too, right? The only difference is I actually have to pay it back. On the TV, there's all my fellow comedians on there going, "What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet?" I'll tell you what's in my wallet. A bunch of plastic loan sharks. And then the politicians, they're asking me for money. I just want to say, how would you like to pay that back? What do you want your APR to be? I didn't even know what APR stood for when I got my first credit card. Now I know it stands for ass penetration rate. Thank you very much. I'm Joel Marshall here at Dockweiler Beach, Los Angeles, California. Now back to you, Joel.